Hey, it's your boy, yes sir, Panda in the fucking building. Yes, I'm hella tired. I saw straight away. It is what it is. Look, we're gonna look at Dax's Gotham here. I've only ever seen it as a reaction, so I have not reacted to it myself. Um, it looks really good, and to those who don't like Dax, that's up to you, man. Like, you don't need to like everyone. That's that's perfectly fine. I know for a fact that JJ, aka KSI, does not like him. Not just not fond of him. He doesn't hate him. He just doesn't like him. That's fair enough. I've heard a lot of stories about him, and he's not like the greatest person. Anyway, outside of personal beef and all that good shit, like it it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you're an artist, you got to look at the artist part of the the collab or the good. What am I saying? Basically, all I'm saying is, as an artist, you need to actually look at what they're doing as an artist rather than who they are as a person and all that. Like, how many people don't like Cardi B for what she's done? How many people don't like Justin Bieber for what he's done, etc. All that. But you got to look at it from the artist perspective. If he's doing well or she's doing well, you can't beat on them completely. Just, oh, I don't like them. Okay, cool. But like, as a person who is reacting to their music, maybe react to their music and not who they actually are. Not trying to call anyone out for that, but there's a few people there that like are very biased to what he's doing. It's not right. Obviously, you're trying to react to his music, like I will be now. Without further ado, let's get it. Dax's Gotham. How badly do you want to be
I
famous?
think that we're headed down the wrong road. Fake's real and they say real's fake woke. False prophets on these screens everywhere we go. But what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones? More memes, cool. Make it all a big joke. Crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake thrones. You're young now, but just wait until you grow old. When life gets real, you'll remember all these words I wrote. I went roam and walked multiple ways for 40 nights, 40 sleeps, yes, multiple days. In the desert, no food, water, searching for the answers. But you listen to these people.
It's crazy. He's speaking fact. There's like this fake woke, which is like pretending to know what's going on, and never actually being in. Like, I'll give this an example, as always. I always give this example. How many people are using BLM for clout? Like, it's just truth. I hate it so much. They may believe in it, but I do genuinely believe there are people who don't, and they are just doing it so that people pay attention to them and their channels, the social medias, anything. You know what I mean? Just to get that clout, just so people listen to them. For those who actually do give a shit, I'm not like saying that your hashtags don't mean anything, etc. But there's just a lot of clout chasing and fake woke and pretending to know what certain things are. Like, how many people don't know actual history behind the BLM and how long this has been going for? People think it's recent. It's clearly not recent. It's been happening for decades on. Like, it's not just now. People need to realize that. But yeah, that's what he's trying to point out. He's done his work. He's done his he's done his research. He knows what he's talking about. As a really good bar where he said, how it's crazy that the dumb people have smartphones. Of course, that's paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but that's a good bar. There's a lot of people with technology and all this good stuff, but it's not necessary for how smart they are. They don't know how to use it. Like, they have technology and they have things that they can clearly make out of like society, but they don't do anything with it. How many people have a huge social media platform and a huge following? They're not using it. They're using it for their own shit. Like, I'm sorry, to those who stopped hashtagging, to those who stopped researching and stopped trying after it became not so woke anymore. It's really sad. You know what I mean?
Or he sleeps, yes, multiple days in the desert, no food, water, searching for the answers. But you listen to these people who got nothing to say. You wouldn't know real if it slapped you right in the face. Ain't for the culture, I can tell by the shit you embrace. I'm in Gotham, but my mind's in a different place. So fuck your cosigns, money, and your radio play. I be shaking when I write my music. I've been anti-violent, but don't push me, cause I just might do it. They won't give you no credit, cause they know you'll use it. And that's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. In the city, you a number, they don't see you as human. Just a puppet they replace for their games and amusement. In a city full of angels with the biggest influence, I see demons with the platform who just fucking abuse it. In Gotham.
Oh, he actually means like Gotham. I know Dax is quite smart with what he's trying to do. I think from what I've heard as well, that he's trying to talk about where he's at the moment. He's talking about Gotham being his place right now, where he's at, where he got his fame, and he's basically saying like, yo, it's funny, right? The teachers are starting to really fear the students, because if you think about it, the students are really excelling in comparison to the teachers. The teachers are just teaching, right? Like if you think about like a teacher, say you're like uni teacher, you know, you're a uni lecturer. They lecture you on all this shit and they teach you and all that, but do they get any further? Do they have another job outside of lecturing? No, probably not, right? There's only like a few people who actually have a job outside of that, and they don't excel more than you will in your lifetime. You will potentially, for example, you know, you study medicine and then you become a doctor. They're still stuck being a lecturer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what he's trying to like mention here. It's in his words, like all these people trying to lecture him, trying to tell him like he needs to do this and that, but he's surpassing everyone that is that's like lecturing him, that's telling him what to do, all that kind of shit, you know. And he said, as he said, you know, he's going to be violent because that's what they want. They want you to become violent so they get the clout from the violence that you put out. Clearly, you shouldn't be, but it's not. It is what it is, right? Like, it's the entertainment industry is for entertainment purposes. It's not there for your creativity, etc. Like, I'm sorry, but it's truth. Like, as soon as you sign to a label, as soon as you sign this to this and that, and if the label is something that is on your own, then sure, of course, you'll have more creativity. But at the end of the day, if you're signing to bigger companies, you know, you do have to follow in their rules, I guess, and obligations. Do what you're told, basically. Like any other job, right? It's a job. At the end of the day, it's a job. You're an entertainer. It's the entertainment business. They want you to do whatever they tell you to do, and that's it. You earn money, done. It is what it is.
Of angels with the biggest influence, I see demons with the platform who just fucking abuse it. In Gotham, everybody knows everybody. If you ain't got a blue check, you ain't anybody. Redo, repeat, sleep, double tap, see, copy. Lost souls underwear, they're turning into dead zombies. Everywhere you look is plastic, all fabricated. Everything you seen on TV was exaggerated. Don't nobody see you till you get 1 million followers, and when you do, they treat you like you someone and you validated. What do you do? How much money you make? Who do you know? What do you drive? Where do you stay? And while you answering those questions, they be calculating how much of it they can see themselves trying to come in and take. If you're fragile, don't you even try to come to this place. They gon' build you just to break you, then rebuild you to break.
Yo, it's so fucking true, right? I'm sorry, but every time you're in the entertainment business, it's so true. They ask you for what you do and how much money you make, all that good stuff, right? And as he said, it's the tick, it's the certification, certified. Are you certified? If not, you're not worth anything, right? Gotham is the place of dreams and all this good shit. No, it's not. He's basically painting his area to be that. I'm not gonna name the area. I'm not gonna say anything more than that because I'm not trying to slew the place. I'm trying to react to the music, trying to react to his words, trying to react to what's going on, right? But it's so true. Unfortunately, you know, when I get bigger in life and my music gets out there and everyone starts to listen, I have to be really careful of that. People need to need to help me through this because I don't want to end up like him where he's basically getting abused for his money, and if he's not earning enough, he gets abused. If he earns a lot, he gets abused because then people want this and that from him, you know. In his line of work, I can definitely agree that it's just not right. Like, you have to be famous, or, you know what I mean? You have to be worth something to them before you get anywhere. It's life now, honestly. How you get a job, connections. There's no other way to get it. I'm sorry, that's just how it is, and life is how it is. That's just me, right? That's what I think.
And take. If you fragile, don't you even try to come to this place. They gon' build you just to break you, then rebuild you to break. Let you reach your own limit, then heroically save. And that's exactly how Gotham turns you into a slave. In Gotham, everyone lose their souls cause they can't control. In Gotham, everyone lies aside for an eye, you will lose your minds. In Gotham, everyone goes and they lose their souls cause they can't control. In Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham.
I'm just gonna say this now. This hook is not the best. I think he can definitely do better. It's not because it's not rap enough. It's not hard enough. It doesn't have meaning. Not like that. It's just not pleasant to hear. If in a person's mind, even when they don't like have like a musical mind like I do, where you know, you can tell when something really clicks, and you can definitely see the music molding together perfectly. This just isn't it, unfortunately. This is definitely not pleasant to hear, and I think even for others who have reacted to this, they just didn't like the look of this, or the sound of this, sorry. I don't know, it's just, again, personal opinions on this, and for a goat afloat, for now, in this opinion, minute and 50 in, it's goat. It's still goat. At the end of the day, he still has a good meaning to it. It's still a decent song. Just because a hook isn't great doesn't mean it's altogether shit.
Nobody's from here, but everybody comes here wanting to be famous till they realize the price of fame brings close everything that they once feared. Consumed by the algorithm, it becomes clear life's a simulation all controlled by a puppeteer. Blind people leading blind people, driving cars to a destination that is unclear while they can't steer. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 drugs, alcohol addiction, morgue, fake friends, women, gold digging as a sport. Who convinced you should live a whole life you can't afford? Nobody sees you, you're continuously ignored. Everybody wants fame, they don't care what it's for. They don't want to build theirs, they're just trying to take your...
Again, that's very true. People just want to be famous, right? They just want to go straight in that direction of being famous. They don't know why for. They don't have the motivation, anything, you know, it's just plainly, hey, look, there's a famous door. And I swear, it's so easy these days to just become famous, and like social media, all those platforms, TikTok, it makes it so easy to be famous nowadays. Fame isn't what you should be going for. Your dream is fame, sure, but you have to have a meaning behind that fame. Like, for example, for me, music is my fame. I can't become famous quick in that sense of being famous, even though I did obviously mention, yes, it's easy to become famous. It is. However, if I did dumb shit, or if I wrote some really controversial stuff, or if I wrote something about clout, sure, maybe then people will actually look at my shit. But it's kind of like I did a remix to one of the K-pop things, and people started listening. There was like, how many views? And yes, none of them subscribed, none of them, you know, liked and all that. That's fine, but people viewed it. It's crazy that people viewed something that is obviously of a bigger perspective of people, you know, a bigger viewership of people, should I say. That's just how it is, right? But I'm at least doing mine for dreams, and my dream of some time being big, and putting my story out there so that others can relate. Also putting every other person's story out there, because I've heard a lot of really shitty stories, and I really want to bring them out into the light. There's some stuff, you know, there's some stuff that people just can't talk about, and I think people should.
We ignored. Everybody wants fame, they don't care what it's for. They don't want to build theirs, they're just just trying to take yours. This is dog eat dog in this messed up world. You think you need this place, but you don't. Happiness is not a physical place you call home. Did you ever wonder why you feel like you feel when you take that time away from your phone? Fake shit goes viral, we know this won't. They'll say they care, but we'll never show. Gotham isn't just a place, it's a mind state watered by the thoughts that manifest what you grow. In Gotham, everyone goes and they lose their souls cause they can't control. In Gotham, everyone lies a cycle and how you will lose your minds in Gotham.
I just really got into that. I was like, it was really good. I'm speechless because I don't know why people don't already understand this, but you're clearly this whole like being famous and being big and you know what I mean? It's all a joke. And yeah, you can do whatever you want with money, but do you want to sell yourself? Is that the point? Is it to the point where like you're selling your soul to these people that will do anything for money, and now you're gonna have to do anything for money? How many people have done dumb shit over the internet just to get that big bank? Is it worth it? Like, to sell your soul, to sell your dignity, is it worth all that money? No, not a single cent of me wants to do that type of stuff. I don't understand people, man. Like, fame is really that much to people that they would do anything.
Everyone lies a cycle and how you will lose your minds in Gotham. Everyone goes and they lose their songs they can't control. In Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham. How you feel, cause I promise they won't call back. Everybody's in it for money, so it's all bad. Killing all my demons, I'm rapping this in all black. I ain't gotta prove nothing to Gotham. They done nothing for me.
Yeah, man, everyone's trying to become famous for the wrong reasons and trying to do things for the wrong reasons. I can promise you now that if I ever become famous to the point of snobbiness and forgetting where I came from, my roots, the people who have always stuck it out with me, I don't think I can live with myself for that. I mean, I'd probably quit being famous. And yes, there's no such thing as just quitting being famous. That's not how it works. But if I stop releasing music, for example, if that's the reason I got famous in the first place, if I stop making videos, you know, all that, hopefully then people will start to unsubscribe and or unfollow at the time that I am being very shallow about myself and being egotistical, all that stuff, you know what I mean? I never want to become that. And the type of fame that I want is definitely outside of being stuck up famous, you know? Too famous, I guess. Too rich for my own good. I almost forgot that he obviously made a song, Dax, that is. Joker, as you can see here, he's clearly trying to make a point here, right? He made a Joker one because he was trying to specifically talk about himself. Now, instead of talking about himself and other people who are obviously talking trash to him, now he's saying, you know, he's beaten up. Now it's the entertainment side. What the, like, overall perspective of the entertainment business, you know. He's really trying to set the mood for us. And again, outside of him not being a decent person, this has to be GOAT. This song particularly, GOAT. Anyway, guys, this has been GOAT Afloat. Yes, definitely I call on this as a GOAT, 100%. This song particularly is GOAT. Now, you guys can tell me what you guys think. Personally, I don't ever want to make anything personal. So, I never want to have to explain why I want this song to be really out there and and have to explain like, oh, but like then you're supporting Dax as a person and he's done this and that. Shut the fuck up. I'm an artist. Like, if he decides to put on good content, I'm going to react to the good content, not the person who is making the good content. That's not how it works. I don't support, for example, his acts, or I don't support Cardi B's acts, etc., all that stuff, right? But what I don't condone is just hating. I mean, liking people for what they've done wrong, should I say? I'm fucking up my words altogether, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys take care. Make sure you guys also take care of each other. Real important. And for those that are suffering with mental health, please, 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 please get yourself checked. I am here. So many people out there are here. My friends are here for you too. I would love for you to please contact me. I've got a few people already contacting me. I've said this last week and I'll say it again this week. I get a lot of messages and I'm so glad that I do. I don't get to everyone straight away. I'm not famous in that, but I also am not a normal person that just can stand here and sit here and like message you guys. I still have my own life to live, and I'm trying to do these videos too. I have obviously other stuff in the description below. Enough said. Make sure you guys take care as always, and peace, bitches.